or could not.
Keeping it on the P for real.
Gotta tune in to
Yo,
these
ladies
brothers.
and gentlemen, TZ Bond Savage and J Lava is in the fucking building.
Keep It P podcast. Be one to you players.
Y'all tune in to their podcast here.
Oh, yes, indeed, we are black. So Stephen A. Smith is the go-to Negro when the white man is in trouble in the sports world. Stephen A. Smith is the go-to Negro to throw his cape and shield up there to say, y'all better not be talking about him like that. Y'all going too hard on him like that. Y'all need to stop doing that. So, in the latest, Stephen A. Smith says Dana White should punish himself for slapping his wife. When the hell have you ever heard anybody in the history of anything say that a black man needs to punish himself for anything he's done? But yet and still, you got Stephen A. Push my hair back to Canada Smith talking about Dana White, who, by the way, was the biggest and loudest advocator for people being done and never being able to recover from hitting a woman ever. There's no excuse. They need all of their stuff taken away. That's something the UFC does not condone. If any of their fighters are caught domestic violence, they can never come back from that. And here you go, El Presidente. Here you go up in the as the presidency, and you was in Cabo San Lucas, didn't think nobody was looking, and smacked the crap out of your wife, pimp style too. By the way, y'all should see that smack. That boy. Hold on, let me see if they got the video. I'm gonna show y'all the video real quick. I showed it on the other episode, so y'all should have seen it, but I don't mind showing it again. Now check it out. Here goes the thing.
What we knew
From you know that one stupid spot. That dude right there, Harvey Weinstein. Oh, no, that's Harvey Levin. I'm sorry, not that one, not the other report. All right, now so check it out. Here you go. I'm gonna set it up for you. We ain't gonna play the music. We just gonna show it. Now look at this. Look at this, y'all. Look, she smacks him. Pow. He gave her a couple of them, like pow pow with the open palm hand. So I don't think he should be able to come back from that. I don't think that there should be any comeback from that, guys. I think it should be what it is, and it is what it be with him. But let's check the story out and see what they. Well, actually, I can tell y'all the story. The story is that they trying to sweep the shit up under the rug like it never happened. Let me make sure that popped back. Okay, yeah, y'all can see it. Like it never happened. But here goes Stephen A. Smith, little garbage to pale self. This is what he had to say about it. It says, and I quote, Dana White is not just somebody that's connected in the sports world. He's a friend. I love the guy personally. So this is a very hard subject to me. We walk all the time. We certainly connected briefly since this happened. He knew that there was no way on earth I wasn't going to talk to him about it. My heart goes out to the family because this is a very, very embarrassing situation. Now, I tried to say that was my best Stephen A. Smith rendition, but this nigga got all the compassion, all the leeway, all the benefit of every doubt there ever was in society for this nigga pimp slapping the shit out of his wife twice in front of everybody. Now, she did hit him too, but as Dana White himself so eloquently put it, there is no excuse under any circumstances to hit a woman, and you can't come back from that. Matter of fact, let's hear from him. This is more Stephen A. Coon Smith's testimony. He says it never happened before. He is completely ashamed and utterly disgusted of himself that he finds himself in a situation where he has done such thing to his woman that he's been married to for 30 years, who the mother of his children, and he makes no excuses for it. And I think it's important to point out that I also think it's important to point out that she validates what he asserts. It never happened before. It's completely out of character. Nigga, please. Stephen A. Smith, please. You seen them two smacks like we just did. Them smacks look like somebody that has smacked the shit out their wife before. That's what them smacks look like. You see me? You see what I'm saying? He gave her the 1-2 fooey. Anyway, it goes on to say, beyond the friendship, in addition to interesting facets of the segment, is the Smith is repping by the endeavor in which he owns the UFC, ESPN, and is exclusive right holders of the UFC. And earlier this week, the former ESPN talent, Dan Labarta, wondered if the network will hold his feet accountable. Now, I didn't know who this dude was, but I did play the clip. But listen to what he says. It's almost kind of like he's gloating, like he's trying to jump off Cole, but he's still on Cole at the same time. Like he's wondering why he ain't got no punishment, but he already know why he ain't gonna get no punishment. Listen to this. This is pretty interesting.
I am curious how ESPN is going to cover the news of Dana White and video of him slapping his wife at
You're not curious. You know exactly how they're going to handle it. And let me tell you, he's going to explain how they're going to handle it and why they're going to handle it that way. Listen.
New Year's festivities, apologizing, saying there's no excuse, saying that he had been drinking. If it had been Roger Goodell or an owner of an NFL team, I imagine it would be covered with a great deal of zeal, even though ESPN is a corporate partner.
Oh, hold on. Let me transfer
a little too mad.
Hold on. Let me translate what he said. If it was Roger Goodell and them niggas, then they would have been all over it. Is what he was saying, basically. Now watch here. You got MC Coon a lot come out the wood. Now we don't need to be talking about that now. Ain't that a little bit too zeal now? Listen to your boy come out the woodworks with the Coonage.
Get here. Should we be talking about the actual incident rather than talking about how someone else is going to cover it?
Should we be talking about the actual incident or how somebody else going to cover it? Is that what she was doing?
Yes.
I mean, I get the interesting.
Well, no, but that's an interesting twist that they have a court.
Sure,
they have a
absolutely.
They have a partnership.
The conflict of interest and all
right.
that.
You're right. I mean, but I did skip a step there. You are right. The reason that I skipped a step, flimsy though the excuse may be, is this doesn't stay in the news stream unless there's media pressure.
So are you calling for the media pressure, or is you giving us the blueprint on how we stick the feet to their fire?
Needs to be a media pressure. There needs to be a media outrage about this in order for this to have.
Does it have to come from them, though?
In order for this to have consequences, where they're the worldwide leader in sports,
yes.
And they do tend to help with how this stuff happens, and they're compromised here.
So you said they help. They're the worldwide leader of sports, and they help with this, how this stuff happens. So basically, he just admitted to y'all that they choose to highlight the cases for black men and bury the cases for white men. Continue.
Here. By a business interest, and that I did skip a step. I mean, but that's the reason I skipped a step.
The step that my bad, y'all. The step that you skipping, my guy, is the step that you're trying not to be off code while being on code and not off code at the same time. See, that's what you're doing. Anyway, there's a little bit more.
Because I don't believe there will be consequences for this, because there can't be consequences for it unless the level of outrage stays in a place. He's so powerful, right, so independent, and can even control, to a degree, the media monster with which he has a partnership.
Oh, so because he has that kind of control, he gets to control the media. But I thought it was supposed to be biased reporting and that sort of kind of thing. All right. Y'all need to listen to these kind of interviews, because your boy's spilling all type of beaneries.
That I don't know what the consequences will be to video of you slapping your wife at a party.
What you mean you don't know the consequences? The consequences should be like he said. First of all, he got to step down, and he also got to donate to some funds, some fundraisers like y'all would do on some Kyrie Irving shit. He got to step down. He got to donate. He got to take some sensitivity training. Maybe he should go to anger management class. Both of them should go.
And slapping her back because of the fight that you've gotten into. No matter the quotes from your wife saying how out of character it was, usually that video to a person of power is hugely damaging everywhere in sports. Everywhere in sports. But this guy works in a plane with his own outfit and a power that doesn't come with a great deal of governance. Like, who is there to punish him? And if it happened with Goodell or an owner, he's not a commissioner, but if it happened with Goodell or an owner, do you imagine that it would be quiet? Because I don't.
That's very interesting. So he almost rubbing the white supremacy in y'all face. You let me know what y'all think about this, man. I ain't gonna hold you, but I'm gonna mold you, fold you, and scold you about being on code. And this one was for TZ Von Savage. I had to go ahead and cover this. Y'all get in the comment section and let me know what y'all think about it. Love, peace, blessings, and aloha. I'm out the Doha. Y'all for sure know. Y'all already should know. Peace.
Andra Blackwood for Hot Lava Music TV. First off, let's get this straight. I only want a boss. And I like to see a boss and boss shit. Where can you get boss shit, you ask? Well, dig this player. Boss 3 Anti Clothing got that drip for you and your missus. Now first, go follow at Boss 3 Anti Clothing on IG to see more real boss shit. And second, please log on to boss3anticlothing.com. That's boss3anticlothing.com.
We need to go out here and say exactly what we want. And we got to say it with our chest. And we kind of start pussyfooting around, and we got to stop being scared to say exactly what we want, what we need. We need that paper. Say it with your chest. Damn all that. We need justice. We need y'all to love us. No. We don't need that paper. We need reparations in the form of a check. Let's stop being afraid to say it.